The soft afternoon sunlight spilled through Erin's living room window, bathing the space in a warm glow. Seated on the sofa, curled up with an old shoebox of photographs balanced on her lap, her fingers trembled slightly as she sifted through memories frozen in glossy rectangles. One picture caught her attention, she and her ex, leaning closely, laughing as if the world belonged to them. Erin's chest tightened as waves of doubt rippled through her mind. Had I imagined it all? Was it really that bad? Could I have done more? The question stirred an ache in her stomach, a familiar feeling she had grown used to. She gripped the photo tightly for a moment, before placing it back in the box, with a shaky exhale. No, she whispered aloud to herself, her voice resolute, even if her heart still quivered. Closure isn't something I need from them. I choose to create my own peace. She stood, brushing her hands on her jeans as if to physically shake off the lingering weight. Her mind replayed the countless moments of gaslighting, the blame-shifting, and the constant emotional exhaustion. Looking out the window into the soft amber hue of the evening, she whispered affirmations like a lifeline. I release myself from their control. I am free to grow. Nah. A sharp vibration against the table broke the silence. Erin glanced over. Her ex's name glowed brightly on her phone screen. She froze momentarily, her thumb hovering over the screen. Her mind raced. What do they want now? Have they really changed? The thought clashed with the truth she knew deep down. She clenched her jaw and swiped to delete the message. Not this time, she muttered, her voice steadier now. Dropping the phone onto the couch, Erin closed her eyes and let out a long, deep breath. The release felt empowering, even if it left a dull ache behind. My heart belongs to me, not to their manipulations, she reminded herself. I am stronger than their pull. Grabbing her jacket, Erin stepped outside. The crisp air kissed her skin, carrying the scent of blooming flowers from the park nearby. As she walked, she noticed the crunch of leaves beneath her sneakers and the distant sound of children laughing. Each step felt lighter, more deliberate. She whispered to herself, softly at first, then louder. I deserve love that is kind, uplifting, and genuine. I choose relationships that honor my boundaries. A jogger passing by shot her a curious glance, but Erin didn't care. Each affirmation was a shield, strengthening the walls of her healing. Weeks passed, and while Erin made progress, her battles weren't over. Social events still felt like a minefield. Each interaction was clouded by anxiety. On some evenings, loneliness wrapped around her like a heavy blanket, bringing whispers of self-doubt. What if no one else will truly understand me? What if I'm broken? One particularly quiet evening, Erin found herself in tears after scrolling through pictures of couples on social media. Her mind spiraled with comparisons. Why do I still feel this way? She murmured, her voice barely audible over the hum of the fridge. The next day, Erin attended her weekly support group meeting. The room was small but inviting, with chairs arranged in a circle. Faces greeted her with warm smiles as she walked in. During the session, another member, Sarah, shared her story. A story uncannily like Erin's own. I spent years blaming myself, Sarah said, her voice breaking slightly. But what I've realized is, it was never about me, it was about their need for control. Those words cracked something open inside Erin. She spoke up for the first time in weeks. I feel that way too, she admitted, her voice quivering. Like I keep carrying their weight with me, even though I know it's not mine to hold. Sarah leaned forward, her gaze steady. You don't have to carry it anymore, she said. We're here to remind you of that. Erin's throat tightened, but not from sadness, from relief. The group became her sanctuary, teaching her that her feelings were valid and that she wasn't alone. She adopted a new mantra from those sessions. It's okay to struggle. Every step forward is a victory. The gym became Erin's second refuge. She loved the rhythmic thud of her sneakers against the treadmill and the way her body felt both stronger and freer after each session. You're doing great, one of the trainers said one afternoon as she cooled down. Erin smiled, wiping sweat from her brow. Thanks, she replied. It feels good to take care of myself for a change. She also poured her energy into her social media forum, Thrive Beyond Narcissism, posting daily affirmations and personal anecdotes. Her first video was daunting. She sat at her desk, fiddling nervously with her camera. Hi, she began, her voice shaking slightly. I'm Erin, and I want to share my story. The comments flooded in. Thank you for this. I thought I was alone. This is exactly what I needed today. Erin's confidence grew with each message, and so did her sense of purpose. She thought back to her past relationships and smiled, not out of nostalgia, but because she finally recognized her strength to move forward. "I'm learning to trust myself again," she whispered one night, scrolling through comments of encouragement from forum members. Inspired by her progress, Erin began writing a memoir. Each sentence felt like a release, a piece of her past she was putting to rest. She reflected on her moments of loneliness and anxiety, but focused on the lessons they had taught her. Months later, she held her first printed copy of From Victim to Thriver: My Journey Through Narcissism and Beyond. "You did it," she whispered to herself, tears welling in her eyes. Her story had become a guidepost for others, a beacon of hope. One quiet evening, Erin sat by her window, gazing at the stars above. She opened her journal, a now daily ritual, and wrote, "The closure I once sought was within me all along. I let go of the past, embrace the beauty of the present, and look forward to a future filled with joy and authenticity. I am whole. I am resilient. I am free." Placing the journal on her nightstand, she lit a lavender candle and let the soothing aroma fill her space. The peace she had fought so hard to reclaim enveloped her. Erin whispered into the stillness of the night, "I am deserving of happiness. I am strong, I am loved, I am enough. I am free from their control, and I am thriving." As she ties her hair up into a bun, Erin climbs into bed, knowing she had not only survived, but had begun to thrive. The chains of the toxic relationship no longer bound her, and she was finally walking into the life she truly deserved.